The government is pushing back against concerns raised by the private sector players over a new bill that proposes the creation of a Business Council of Kenya, which will act as an umbrella body for over 130 lobby groups in the country. While business groups fear the plan could weaken or overshadow the existing lobby organizations, the government maintains that the initiative is aimed at improving coordination rather than dismantling the already established voices, as Jasmine Wamboi now tells us.
At the heart of the dispute is a public sector to private sector engagement bill of 2025, a draft law seeking to create a 12-member Business Council of Kenya. This council would serve as the official voice of more than 100 industry associations, bringing order to what the state describes as an increasingly crowded and fragmented lobbying landscape.
When for example, we go out there to promote our country, when foreign investor comes, they ask which private sector association should I work with, and if they are there are many. So if you refer one, the other one will be like, why didn't you ask them to work with us? So there's a fundamental problem there.
But the proposal has triggered alarm among industry associations who argue it amounts to an attempt to control their advocacy. According to the government, a coordinated platform would help ensure more effective policy engagement.
We are saying, how can this private sector be put together, right? They have a unified, strong voice so that they can effectively advocate for the policy that will enable and facilitate them to do business.
This is happening at a time when the government is calling for more private capital to finance its endeavors.
We have to move now from public investment, where the money is public money, to private investments, where there is private financing.
So, for example, we've mentioned the fact that there's more than $700 billion of pension funding across Africa. So we need to start seeing this funding going into investments, infrastructure, projects, investment into businesses, and not just currently seated mostly in financial assets. So some of the data says almost 80% of that funding is actually seated in financial assets, including government bonds and all that.
These conversations were taking place during the Africa Investment Conference of 2025, which has opened with a rallying call for intra-Africa investment. As over 500 professionals gather here in Nairobi for the Africa Investment Conference with a view to encourage African investment on the African continent, the country is strategically positioning itself to tap more into private sector capital. This, of course, is to reduce reliance on borrowing and taxation. Jasmine Wamboi, Citizen TV, Nairobi.